This is JD, and we are here today with Stacy. I have you down for 7 laps in the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Does that all sound correct to you?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Now, just a few things before we roll on out. The mirrors are set up for me. It just allows me to watch everything that's going on around us while we're out on track. Also, just allows for you to focus on the driving, keep your eyes up, always staying ahead of the car visual-wise. If we come up behind another car while we're out on track, we need to go by. We just have to wait for them to give us the 4-way flashers. Once we're given those, I'll then let you know where to pass and point you by and then let you know where we can pass on. But
okay.
Very fun car to drive. It is very well balanced. It's honestly one of the best handling cars that we have out here. The rear tires will actually move and adjust a little bit in order to, help optimize the amount of grip. So you will feel the car, or, especially the back of the car, start to move around a little bit and adjust a little bit. But as long as you're smooth on your steering and your throttle application, the car stays very well planted and you can get away with carrying quite a bit of momentum through the turns, but just kind of progressively build up, the pace, feel out the car, and as you get more and more comfortable, we'll just kind of progressively push forward.
Sure.
As I said when you were climbing into, the brake in this car is on the stiffer side. It is a pretty firm brake pedal, so just make sure you're nice and assertive on your brake pressure, nice and firm on the brakes initially, and then as you're starting your turn in, just a smooth, easy release off the brake at that point.
Okay.
Paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, they are attached, they do move, which makes it nice because you can rest your fingers on those paddles and they'll always be right there. However, some of these other controls behind are pretty close, so just be mindful of those. Right is upshift, left is downshift. Definitely be calling out the upshift and downshift for us on track, and we're going to primarily use 3rd, 4th, and 5th gear.
Okay.
Other than that, questions, concerns, anything like that for me before we get you going?
No, I've done the McLaren probably 5 times.
Okay,
Last time I did it, I think I was a 5584.
Sweet.
So I would love to get into the 54 range.
Okay.
I'm just going to, try to watch my trail braking and hit the apex cones and just be smooth.
Perfect. Yeah, if you've been out in the McLaren 5 times, you've been out here plenty of times, then I take it. So yeah, we'll get you rolling, and like I said, as long as it's smooth, we'll push on it and push forward. All good?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a beast of a car.
It is, yeah.
It
is a cool car. The thing's fun. All right, well, let's get you going. We'll see what you think of it. Down on the brake for me. I am ready when you are. You can take us out, and then we're going to head out to the left here. The wheels are turned, so as you pull forward, we'll just need to crank them out left, but you are fine otherwise.
Gear?
No, we are. We're just on a stop, so
okay.
Little throttle will move the car over the stop. There you go. It's just the clutch engaging, yeah. And then all the way down to the end of this pit wall here, and then at the end we'll hang a left. And then we'll go down to that stop sign. Next to the blue cones on the ground. And after this other Porsche clears, we are all set. Gentle on throttle, out over the black and blue, you're all clear. We're gonna go up a gear and then follow this out and around to the left here. We'll upshift once more. Gotta cut straight line across the chicane here. Sure you're aware at this point, this leads us out and around to our straightaway, so just eyes to the end of the straight, and then you can roll on that throttle and accelerate down the straightaway. Just keep left. Good. One more. Brake firm and downshift. Look at your apex and release off the brake to it. Little throttle and then squeeze. Exit cone is up top, nice and wide. There you go. Brake firm and downshift. Look across to apex. Want to turn in a little earlier there next lap, but you're fine. Up and over the hill. Eyes across to apex because it is a little blind, and utilize all the racetrack down as you squeeze throttle back left. Just a bit of brake here leading into our longest right, so carry your entry speed with just a small bit of throttle to apex and then squeeze. You're set. We're just going to let off, turn in, then roll on throttle across. Nice and tidy to the apex, over the inside red and white stripes here too as well, and squeeze to full throttle. Good, staying on it. Again. Brake hard. off your brake, and now full release. You're good with this entry speed. At the apex, roll on power out. Stay full just past the orange. You want to brake hard, downshift, and start turning in now. Tighty to apex. There you go, and then work your way back right. I like that line. Nice and tight, release your brake. Small bit of throttle, then squeeze. A little more, staying on it. There you go. Firm brake. Now ease off. Carry the entry speed over to apex. Little throttle, squeeze into it.
Wow, does it stick?
It does.
Oh my God.
Let off, turn in, squeeze on power. More. There you go. Brake. Now ease off. Carry your entry speed, little throttle, and squeeze. Go. Straighten out the wheel. Up. Good. Down. Good. Ease off brake. You're good with this speed. You got it. Plenty of grip. There you go. Nice. Back up to full power. Last lap. Look good through here. Downshift. You can use the inside stripes. Nice and tighty. Little throttle. Squeeze. Straighten out. There you go. Carry the entry speed, little bit of throttle, and now squeeze. Use more track, more throttle, more and more. There you go. Release off your brake pressure. You're good. Now use more track on exit here. Wider, more throttle to go with that. Better. Good. Let off. Now roll on throttle. More. Brake firm. Now ease off. Full release, little throttle, and squeeze up to full power. How we doing?
Good. Fantastic.
Perfect. Down, just past the cone. Now full release off. Little maintenance throttle and squeeze into it. Full. You're good. Keep her left, just past the orange. Hard. Downshift. Good. Turning in now. Release off. Full release. Little throttle. Squeeze. Small brush. Release. Little maintenance throttle, then downhill squeeze, more and full. Firm brake, now ease off. You're good. Up to apex and squeeze, nice and wide. You're good. Back up to full. Let off. Roll into it. You're good. Nice line. Release your brake. Eyes to the end of the straight. Up to full power, nice and wide. Good. Turning in though, you're fine, you got it, back up full.
Wow.
Nice and wide. There you go. Down, eyes across track, turn in, release your brake, carry the speed, there you go. More throttle here. Small brush brake, release, tight to apex, little throttle, squeeze, and more, full, go. Hard brake, ease off, full release, tight to apex. At the apex, roll on power, there you go. Off. You're good. Eyes to the end of the straight. Use the paint on exit. Full. Keep it smooth. Looking good. Just like last lap. Ease off. Full release. You're good. Little throttle. Squeeze into it. Full. There you go. Down. A little more. Ease off. You're fine. You got it. You're in control. Tight to apex, tighter.
I feel a downshift for a sec there.
Oh, okay. Eyes across, full release off. Good. Just remember to utilize all the track on exit or throttle out. Good. Let off shortly, then squeeze. More. Brake hard. Ease off. Turning in tighter. There you go. Now use all the track out. Full power. Changes directions quick.
Really does.
Turning in, you're fine. Back on throttle, go. Full. Hard, down, turning in now. There you go. That's the line. I like it. Tighty. Tight to apex here too. Little time on track. We're gonna duck into the right through the yellow cones. And then nice and easy, tight left back in.
Wow.
What'd you think?
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool?
Yeah, I like this car.
Yeah, it's a cool one. Straight in.
I like this car.
And then we're gonna follow this to the middle row. We had a good time?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Good.
I can't wait to do this car again.
Hopefully we hit the 54s. It felt like we were moving along pretty quick.
Yeah, I just didn't
Go
feel
down
it
this road
downshift in
to
that
the
one
right.
turn. And so I downshifted again. I don't know if I made a mistake.
No, you were fine. In between these two here and then to the right. Just with everything going on, I think we just missed it or something because we were in the right gear. You had the power coming out, but
yeah.
No worries. Yeah, just pull forward a little bit more. We should be good there. You can just let off the brake. The car will hit the stops. No worries. Driving anything else?
No, not today.
All right. Well, questions, concerns, anything like that for me with the car, the track?
No, I don't think so.
Really no complaints on my end. You know, everything was nice and controlled, and you were honestly, pushing towards, right at that friction limit of the tires, where if we would have pushed a little bit harder, it would have been almost over the limit, but we were right there, and you were smooth and controlled to where there wasn't, any issues to where we were getting the car out of place. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully we hit that, the 54 like you were going for, but no concerns on my end either. So.
Yeah. Well,
really
thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Pushing the McLaren, it got a little, it just got
the McLaren
edgy.
is a bit sketchier than this
every
car.
now and then.
Yeah.
So there's like a learning curve when you just trust the corners. 'Cause
Definitely.
It's like you said, it's on rails.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This car, it handles, I think, and outperforms most of the cars that we have here. And with the McLaren, it being so light and so agile, it just isn't as planted as this car is. So it can't get away with carrying the same amount of corner speed. So while the McLaren, it's probably a little quicker, 0 to 60, stoplight to stoplight on a racetrack, this thing is killer.
Yeah.
Hard to beat. It really is.
Yeah.